Truce, I order for this period to stop all the hostilities.
A sudden ceasefire announcement from Moscow has triggered mixed reactions across the world. On April 19, 2025, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced a unilateral 30-hour Easter ceasefire in Ukraine, commencing at 6 p.m. Moscow time on Saturday and concluding at midnight on Sunday. Amidst a tiring three-year war, the Kremlin cited humanitarian reasons for the truce, expressing hope that Ukraine would reciprocate.
The Russian Federation declares an Easter truce. I order for this period to stop all the hostilities for this period from 6 p.m. until midnight, considering, and we expect the Ukraine to follow this example.
Instead of cooperation, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy expressed skepticism regarding Russia's declared ceasefire, stating that air raid sirens were still active across Ukraine shortly after the announcement. As for yet another attempt by Putin to play with human lives, at this moment, air raid alerts are spreading across Ukraine. Shahed drones in our skies reveal Putin's true attitude toward Easter and toward human life, he added. This was confirmed by Ukrainian officials, who reported 59 instances of Russian shelling and multiple drone strikes during the supposed truce, undermining the credibility of Russia's commitment to halting hostilities. Putin's truce announcement surprisingly came after Trump and Secretary of State Marco Rubio's comment about moving on from the peace talks if the two parties, Russia and Ukraine, are unwilling.
If for some reason one of the two parties makes it very difficult, we're just going to say you're foolish, you're fools, you're horrible people, and we're going to just take a pass.
It's not possible. If we're so far apart that this is not going to happen, then I think the president's probably at a point where he's going to say, well, we're done. You know, we'll do what we can on the margins. We'll be ready to help whenever you're ready to have peace. But we're not going to continue with this endeavor for weeks and months on end.
The timing of Putin's truce declaration is perceived as an attempt to influence international opinion and portray Russia as a willing participant in peace efforts. It was seen as the unilateral nature of Russia's ceasefire announcement led to confusion among troops on the ground. Without prior coordination or communication with Ukrainian forces, the implementation of the truce was inconsistent. Some Russian units felt lost, as they were unaware of the ceasefire, leading to continued engagements and undermining the effectiveness of the declared pause in hostilities. The Easter truce isn't Russia's first unilateral pause. A similar ceasefire was declared in January 2023 for Orthodox Christmas. In both cases, Russia announced a temporary halt in hostilities without prior coordination with Ukraine. In 2023, the move was widely viewed as symbolic, with limited impact on the battlefield. This historical parallel highlights a pattern in Russia's approach: short-term, unilateral pauses framed around religious observances. The repetition has raised questions over the effectiveness of such initiatives when not jointly negotiated or clearly implemented. So, is this really a genuine step toward peace, or just another tactical pause dressed up in holiday spirit? With air raid sirens still screaming and troops caught off guard, it's hard to tell what message Moscow truly wants to send. What do you think? Is Russia using these religious ceasefires as PR moves, or is there a chance they're testing the waters for real negotiations? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on geopolitics.